Hi, this is Gobion Rowlands. I'm the creator of Broken Shield, and I'm here to give you a quick guide to the Echo Wheel system. Superhuman echoes are a central part to the game and universe of Broken Shield, and the Echo Wheel system is a way of quickly resolving echo powers without interrupting the flow of the game. It's visual, and it's flexible, and it's fast. The Echo Wheel itself is divided into 3 segments, representing the different powers that echoes have. Those segments are attack, nature, and manipulation. Each power uses 1/3 of the wheel. The example I'm going to use is that of an electrokinetic lightning attack blast carried out by an agent called Hulan, who is a novice echo and has a reasonable echo skill of 16 and a basic total damage rating of 21, but he's not got any grade yet. So, let's set the scene. Hulan is in a tricky situation. He's being threatened by an opponent who's far tougher than him, and he decides that the only way he's going to get out of this is using his electrokinetic abilities, in this case, a lightning blast. So, Hulan wants to do an electrokinetic attack. Now, the first thing you need to know about the Echo Wheel is it's all about the segments. There are 3 circles. The inner circle represents the power. The second circle defines the radius, number of attacks, that sort of thing. So for attacks, in this particular case, it determines how many attacks you get per use of your ability, and that ranges between 1 and 2d20. The outer circle sets the duration. How long does your power last? How many times can you call on it in that period? So it's a pretty straightforward system. The smallest attack Hulan could do would be a blast that would be instantaneous and have 1 single attack, and then it would be gone. But that's not what Hulan wants in this situation. He's facing a powerful opponent, and he doesn't know if he's going to run into any more opposition along the way. So, Hulan decides to go a little bit bigger. In this case, that involves him wanting 2d6 attacks, and he wants the power to last 1 minute. So, he's going to do a blast with 2d6 attacks, and it's going to last a minute. That is a 6-segment ability. Now, the segments are key. In this case, you just count up the number of segments and look it up on the chart, and that tells you how much wild cancer it's going to be and how difficult the roll is. In this case, a 6-segment ability is going to cost 15 wild cancer, which is quite a lot, and is going to be a difficulty level 0 normal echo attack skill, which means in this case Hulan will have to roll 16 or less, which sounds pretty good to him, so that's what he's going to go with. So now it's time to roll the dice. If he should roll a natural 20 when rolling for his ability, then his character, Hulan, will wild. Now, wilding is a destructive release of uncontrolled energy that destroys everything around the echo but leaves them largely untouched. Tends to make you unpopular with friends. In this case, Hulan is surrounded by enemies, and he really doesn't care. So he goes for it and rolls the d20 for his skill test. Hulan rolls a 10, which is a success. So, excellent. Now, he has to roll 2d6 for the number of attacks. Unfortunately, this time he only rolls a 3 out of 12. Not great, but, that's what you live with. Each attack has a total damage rating of 21, which is damage dice 5 and damage value 6. So now it's time for him to roll his damage dice, after he decides that he's going to use all his attacks on the same target. So he rolls his 5 damage dice, and he gets a 1, 3, 4, 6, and 6. Now, electrokinetic blasts, lightning, are resisted by the target's energy armor value, in this case, armor value 3. So comparing that to his dice rolls, the 1 does nothing, the 3 does shock only, and the 4, 6, and 6 all do endurance damage and shock. So that means the target is taking 15 endurance and 20 points of shock. But wait, I've forgotten something. Hulan had decided to use all 3 attacks against the same target. So now we need to multiply the damage by 3. So the unfortunate target takes 45 points of endurance and 60 points of shock. Hulan can do this every action for the entire duration of the power, which is 1 minute. Should he roll a 20 on any of the subsequent rolls, he will lose access to his power and have to resummon it all again. That's the one downside of her long duration. But he won't wild, so that's something. This is an example of an echo attack in use. There are a few other wrinkles in the system that can come into play. The first is grade. Grade reduces the amount of wild cancer you need to summon, which means it increases your power, but perversely can also make the power harder. There's also resistance, which is how non-echoes and echoes alike can resist abilities. And there's fine control, which is all related to grade. When you get to a certain level of grade, 5 or 10 points, you can summon powers over a longer period of time. So there's many more aspects of the system, but this is just an initial run-through to give you an idea of how it works. So, thanks for listening, and enjoy Broken Shield, available now from Chronicle City. Thanks.